Hello brothers, today is the second day of the whole trip. We will set off today in an ID.4. Hello brothers, we are now in Châtillon-Birken. Today is the second day of our test drive in the Altai area. Today we are test driving the FAW Volkswagen ID.4 CROZZ. But first, let me show you the scenery. The lake we are currently admiring is called Birkenbu, which translates to camel. It is interesting to note that the lake we are referring to is actually Ergen. This lake serves as a hub for the Habai River, which flows north from here and continues on to the Arctic Ocean via the Ortiz River. Now switching gears to the car we will be test driving, I would like to share some information with you before we start. Firstly, the car is expected to be available in the market by 2021. I have personally test driven this car on several occasions, and it has proven to be quite popular among consumers. It is worth noting, however, that this car is best suited for urban environments despite being tested in the red grasslands or Gobi Desert in northern Xinjiang today. Let everyone feel it. In fact, this car can also go off-road in the desert. Now we're ready to embark on this journey. The road ahead is completely covered with gravel, so we need to maneuver the car carefully and stay on the designated path. Driving on desert roads can be quite challenging, but as long as we stay focused and follow the pathway, we'll make it through. We're currently traveling at a speed of around 40 miles per hour, and you can feel how the car remains stable despite the bumpy terrain. This is all thanks to the electric car's advanced technology. Did you know that it can even generate electricity while we drive? It's amazing how environmentally friendly this car is. Let's take a moment to adjust our seats before we start. This way, we can have a comfortable and smooth ride as we explore this new landscape. Remember, for a non-car impacted seat, you need to adjust it a little higher and more stable. Then the distance between your feet and the steering wheel should be multiplied by 90 degrees. You also need to change the distance between your feet and the accelerator quickly. It started to get a bit bumpy on the road and then ID.4 appeared. It is actually a trump card of the Sino-German cooperation. We are going downhill now, so let's go along the car. It was very thrilling when we went down the slope just now. The German brand really stopped the car in an instant. Then, according to the downhill section just now, we continued to move forward along another gravel road. I decided to take a detour from the main road and explore a picturesque route. As we embark on our journey and head towards our first destination, I can't help but recommend the TV series My Altai to anyone who hasn't watched it yet. It's truly a captivating show. As we drive, I noticed that the car's central control screen, although small in size, is quite remarkable. It manages to display a vast amount of information even when we are stopped at a traffic light. This is an incredible feat considering the traditional limitations of car bodies, specifically in the production of new energy or electric cars. I must admit, Volkswagen has done an exceptional job in focusing on this innovative aspect. It's a great example of how small yet significant changes can make a major impact. You can also notice that now, especially since this year, we are more concerned about restoring the atmosphere to the screen rather than just making the screen as big as practical. For example, on the road we are driving on now, how to ensure that the vehicle we are driving is safer. So you must focus your eyesight on the front, and your hands can be busy with your physical buttons. This is also what current models should do. Although I haven't watched the TV series My Altai, family members, we can come over. We are currently en route to the tattoo parlor, and the entirety of the road is composed of rough gravel. On the way here, we saw a catchy slogan that has now become a significant phrase in this area. I would like to start by informing you that this afternoon, we will be putting the ID.4 to the test on an unpaved road in the desert. However, this morning, while driving on a similar unpaved road, we were impressed by the exceptional suspension and chassis system of the ID.4, which proved to be crucial in dealing with the moral conditions of unpredictable terrain. The ID.4's ability to adapt to different road surfaces and provide frequency shielding support was particularly impressive for a new energy or electric vehicle providing us with a significant boost in assurance of the car's capabilities. We have now left Zhangfengxia's store. We have driven about 30 kilometers and will enter the second stop. The ID.4 coach told me that we will take a section of gravel road today. We will experience how the ID.4, a pure electric car, can play in the desert. Okay, we are here now. I see a car at this intersection. Turn right onto the gravel road. This whole area is the wind power station, so I don't know what it is called. Let's drive in. Hey guys, check out Jzuo. He hopped in my car, and now take a look at the grime I've accumulated from my escapades today. I had a blast in the desert earlier, then swung by Zhang Fengying's store to check in. Afterwards, we took to the roads and drove a total of 200 kilometers. We even squeezed in some time to chill out at the river beach, although it was a quick detour. Let me tell you, this car is something else. The power behind it and overall handling are beyond words. Speaking of which, when we started this morning, I glanced at the dashboard and saw a remaining mileage of roughly 400 kilometers. As for our total distance covered, we hit about 216 kilometers. I will show you my power consumption. We played in the desert next door and on this highway. Then we walked to the Zhangxiaomai, which is a non-paved road. Let's show you that we still have about 190 kilometers, 40% of the power. Then let's look at our vehicle display today. We drove 216 kilometers today. The average speed was about 40 kilometers per hour, and the whole journey took about 5 hours. You can see it from the top. Well, we spent a total of 19 click parts. Generally, the overall performance of the Volkswagen IDF is quite satisfactory. As a consumer in today's new energy vehicle market, it is crucial to invest in a car that provides high cost effectiveness, excellent quality, and safety. In this regard, I highly recommend considering the Volkswagen IDF as one of your top choices when compiling your shopping list or selection list. With that being said, my evaluation comes to an end.